Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen. Guys, today I'm touring you guys. I'm doing the August tour. I lastly tour you guys in June, so I have to do a tour. It's been too long. I didn't tour you guys in July, so today I'm gonna tour you guys. It's very windy today, so we're just gonna hang in there. It looks like it's gonna rain, but I think I'll be done by then. Keep watching, guys. Guys, we're gonna start with my pepper. This is the cayenne pepper right here. This bed, this is I think this is chili pepper. You guys, it's like a tree. I'm growing a tree this year. I told you guys my chicken manure is going crazy in my garden. Look at my chili pepper. Look how tall they are. This is chili pepper. I think this one, oh, it's too much here, guys. This is a cayenne pepper. Chili in the front, cayenne and the back. And then the banana pepper is at the back here. Guys, it's like a forest. I'm telling you guys, something is happening. There's one potato here that grew here. It just, I keep stepping on it, but it keep growing. Yes, it keep growing. This, David, you have to follow me. These are the banana pepper down here. You guys can see the banana pepper. A lot of them are getting ready. You can see them down there. Even some of the chili, the cayenne pepper, some of them are getting ripe down here. There's so much leaves everywhere. Yeah, some of them are getting ripe, but guys, it's like a forest. I've never grown pepper this much. I've never, guys. It's crazy. Yeah, this other bed right here, I have my lemongrass. The lemongrass tree is growing crazy. Look at that, look at that. It's growing crazy. This particular bed, most of the stuff that are in here are volunteer. I was telling you guys that I have volunteer tomato and all that. There are some of them are in this bed. So this bed have lemongrass. You also have cayenne pepper. Then you have the hot habanero pepper. You guys can see. I showed you guys this pepper in this bed that they were not growing. For some reason, they started growing and they are producing, guys. This is the volunteer bed. I was telling you that tomato just grew on their own. David, come. Let me show you guys this volunteer tomato. It grew on its own. I never planted it, guys. Look how big those tomatoes are. Huge, guys, huge. I never planted them. They are just growing on their own. I don't know what this tomato is, but I think I know what this one is. They are growing crazy. Even this sunflower right here, I never planted them. They just grew on their own. There's a lot growing in this bed that I never planted. Even the mint, this mint, it grew on its own. I don't know where it came from. It grew on its own, guys. So this bed that you guys see is going crazy. Most of the stuff that grew on their own, they are volunteer. I never planted them. They came from the manure I use. Everything is just growing crazy there, guys. It's crazy. Yes, this bed here is my bed of okra. I planted second okra in this bed because the first one I planted was giving me hard time. So I planted okra here. I also have I think this is zinnias flower. This one I planted them. They are doing so great. This is my first time growing flower in my garden. They are doing so wonderful. They are doing great. Yes, I have this bed here. Guys, I've never succeeded to grow pumpkin in my garden. Yes, for 2 years I've been growing fruit. I have never. This is my first time for pumpkin to grow in my garden. This particular thing is I told you guys one of my videos that my niece gave me the seeds. It's from Africa. They say it works for a lot of stuff. Breathing problem, allergy problem, a lot of things, guys. And I also have, in this bed, I also have volunteer tomatoes here. This one, it's like plum tomatoes. These are all volunteer. I never planted them. Yeah, then I have my pumpkins. See, it produced some pumpkins. I have like maybe 8 of them that are everywhere. They are dying off, but guys, this is the first time having pumpkin, so I'm so excited about my pumpkin, guys. Yes. Guys, here I have my hot peppers. These are all my hot peppers. I told you guys this year I planted most of my hot peppers in containers, and they had problem at the beginning, but right now they are producing. These are all, if you guys look, you see these are all ghost pepper. You see how they are producing now, a lot of it in here. And then when you come down here, you guys see habanero. These are all habanero. They are producing like crazy, guys. Like they even started getting ripe. If you guys see, you see red ones in there. They start all like this, going down. All habanero. They have so much pepper in them, guys. So much pepper. You guys see? Look at that. Last year I had problem with pepper, but this year is gonna be a good year. So all this bucket that you guys see is all habanero and ghost pepper. Then here I have my fig. Guys, I planted this fig this year, I think about maybe, let me say 3 months ago. Let me show you guys. And it started producing, guys. I don't know if they are going to mature before we have our first frost, but look, the fig are producing little fig all over. I'm shocked because I planted it this year. I just bought a little fig tree and I put it here. Look how it have grown tall. And it's producing, guys, like a surprise to me. It's shocking. This was my I showed you guys this my peach tree, and it has like 2 peach on it. I already harvest and ate them, guys. It had 2 peach, so I planted this one too this year 3 months ago. But guess what? I harvest 2 peach from it. It's very important to have fruit trees in your garden. Here is my garden huckleberry, guys. I've never had anything like this before. If you guys can see it clear, look at this bed. Look at this bed, guys. This is garden huckleberry. I've harvested, keep growing. If you guys are new in my channel, I've showed you guys what the seed of garden huckleberry look like. These are the seeds. Some people eat this seed, but it's very bitter. In Africa, we eat the vegetable, the leaves, but some people eat this is very bitter. There's no sweetness in it. So this is the berries. That's why it's called garden huckleberry. These are the berries. Yes, I saved the seed for next year planting. Yes. Yep, so let's continue our tour. Guys, here is my jute leaf. This is my jute leaf. The other name for jute leaf is Egyptian spinach. All this bed is jute leaf. And then I have volunteer tomato there too. I have some volunteer tomato. Even the sunflower that was here was volunteer. They will come close. This is the Japanese beetle that keep destroying my plant. It's eating all my jute leaf. All my jute leaf. I told you guys, if for you that don't know what jute leaf is, it's slimy. It's like okra. It's slimy like okra, this leaf. If you take it, you do that, it's slimy. Yes, it acts like okra. We eat it in Africa a lot. I think nearly all of Africa, a lot, like 80% of African people eat jute leaf. Yes, we eat it in Africa. Yeah, I have my cabbage, guys. In this bed I have this is cauliflower. I mean, what the how do they call it again? This is my cauliflower right here. I have some. Then in here, guys, I have cabbage. I have some of the biggest cabbage in here that I've ever grown, guys. Let me harvest that one of the cabbage. It's huge. I told you guys I cover my plant because in this state, Ohio, we have cabbage worm. If you don't cover your plant, they are going to destroy all anything brassica. Anything brassica, collard green, kale, cabbage, they will destroy it. So you have to put net on it. So they will come close. I'm going to harvest. This is one of the cabbage. Be careful, don't fall. This is one of my cabbage, guys. This is the biggest cabbage I've ever grown. Oh, guys, look at that cabbage. my goodness, this is huge. Oh my goodness, guys, look at that. Look at that. Okay, guys, maybe I'll weigh this cabbage. This is the biggest cabbage I've ever grown. This is massive. It's massive. Oh my goodness, that is huge. Ooh. Guys, here I have my garden eggs. These are my African garden eggs. You guys can see they are producing. I also have this one. This is stripe. These small ones. These ones are very delicious. I eat it raw all the time. So all these beds here is my garden Hookberry that are in here. Be careful, there's a plant down there, David. Then yeah, I have my rhubarb. It's going crazy, guys. I need to make a jam. I'll make a video. We'll make a jam out of this rhubarb. Yes, it's going. I try to destroy it. I harvest everything. Try to bed. It grew back, guys. It grew back. This bed right here, I have my beetroot, guys. This time I grew one of the biggest. Let me show you guys. Look at that. Look at that. This is a monster beetroot. This is huge, guys. When I tell you guys that chicken manure this year is crazy, I'm not joking. Look at the beetroot. This is the biggest beetroot I've ever seen in my life. Look at that. Big, huge. Yes, huge. Let's see if I can harvest another huge one. See David behind us. Guys, this is another one. It's huge, guys. Yeah, huge. Look at that. Just 2 beetroot. Look how big they are. Guys, this is the bed I harvested, the green beans. Everything is dying off. Then this other bed right here, I had my green onions and leek. This year I did not plant any green onions and leek because last year I had so much of it. I even still have them in my freezer that I preserve. So this year, you see the one that grew back on their own. And if you guys look at the, David, come, let me show you. Let me show you guys. Down here, you guys see that these are the seeds that fell off and they are growing again. So I don't even need to plant any green onions and leek in my garden because they grow on their own, guys. They do. Yeah. Here we have okra. These are my okra. I told you guys, okra, green beans, they are those type of things. If you harvest them today, tomorrow you come, there are more. They just grow fast. So this okra need to be harvested. So I'm going to harvest the okra, guys. Let's harvest the okra. And if you don't harvest them, they get hard. So let's harvest it. You guys see? You see the okra right here? They are some of the longest okra I've ever grown, guys. Look at that. We're going to harvest all of them. Oh my goodness, look at this one. Look how long it is. Yep. I harvest them all the time. All the time. They will grow back. This is what we got today. I have small ones, but I want them to grow. I'll harvest them maybe tomorrow or day before tomorrow. So this is what we got. They are beautiful, beautiful okra, guys. Long, beautiful. Yes. In this side, this is my green. They all went to flower. All of them are all flower. I never planted this green. It grew on its own because once I planted green here, that was it. Green, once you plant it in a particular area, that's it. Every year it will come back. Every year it will come back. This is the bed I harvested my water leaf. Look at the beautiful basil that's in this bed. I need to harvest this basil and preserve it in my freezer. All this is basil. Look at the water leaf we harvested last time. I think it's been a week since we harvested, and they started growing again, guys. It started growing again. Yep, they are growing back again. This bed I had my corn. Let me harvest. I've eaten all the corn. This particular corn, guys, I minimized the corn. There was a video I showed you guys, said, this corn is not going to do well. Guys, that's not true. The corn did well. I ate it all. I left some of it to dry up so I can save it for seed. For example, this. You guys see that? Look how beautiful, beautiful that corn is. So I left a lot of, I left few. Let me see if I can find another one for seed. I already have some at home that I harvest for seed still. I'm saving them. Look at that. Beautiful. If I knew the corn would do well, I would plant a lot, but I thought it wouldn't do well, so I've learned a lesson. This corn, particular corn, is not that sweet. For people that like sweet corn, will never eat this one. And we don't like corn that is too soft. We like our corn the way you can remove it with your finger like this. You see how I'm plucking this one out? That's how we like our corn. So I enjoy this corn so much. Yeah. All this sunflower here, this one is all volunteer. It's ready to be harvested, so I'm going to harvest it and give my, something is crawling on me. I'm going to harvest it. They will hold this corn for me. I'm going to harvest this corn and feed my chicken. If not, birds are going to just enjoy themselves with it. See that? I'll feed my chicken. Let me do this. You do this, and you remove all the flour at the top, and I'll feed my chicken with this. So beautiful. I didn't plant it, grew on its own, guys. These are all volunteers. Gardening is very good because some of this stuff, once you plant them, sometime when they fall or the bird make them fall, they'll just grow on their own, guys. All these grew on their own. Yeah. Guys, this is my bitter leaf. Oh my, guys, look at bitter leaf. These are sweet bitter leaf. We call it in Cameroon bayangi bitter leaf. This particular one, you can cook it without washing it. The bitterness of it is not too much, so you can just harvest it and you cook it. Guys, look at that. My bitter leaf have never grown this way before. Everything in this garden is going crazy, guys. Look at that bitter leaf. It's almost my height. It's almost my height, guys. Then let me show you guys the bitter one. Guys, this is the bitter ones. This is the bitter one, guys. You see that? A lot of people, when I'm doing my video for bitter, look at that. In Africa, they have never seen a bitter leaf this big before. Some people tell me, that's not bitter leaf, they are lying to you. I grew up in Africa. I came in America, I was already an adult. I didn't come here as a child. I know what is bitter leaf. In Africa, we have 3 types of bitter leaf. We have the one I just showed you guys, the sweet one. We have this one, we also call it sweet, but this one you cannot cook it without washing it. It's very bitter. Very, very bitter. We also have one that is much bitter than this. That one have a smaller leaf, but it's very bitter, and the leaf is dark green. That is what people are familiar with. Even Nigerians are familiar with the one that have the little leaf and dark green. But this one is bitter leaf, but this is another bitter leaf. It's very bitter. You need to wash it, but not as the one that Nigerians know. Even Cameroonians sometimes will tell me, that's not bitter leaf. I'm like, what? Am I crazy? I know what is bitter leaf. Yeah, this one we call it also sweet, but this one there's no way you can cook it without washing it. You can cook this particular one I just show you guys without washing, but this one you cannot. The reason why people don't believe this is bitter leaf, guys, it's America. Everything in America grow big. Yes, in Africa the bitter leaf will never grow this big. The leaf will never get this big. Why? Africa is tropical, so there's sun, things that grow, they don't grow like this. If this bitter leaf grow in Africa, the leaf will be much smaller, much smaller. This is America. So long as you have good soil, good manure, your things are gonna grow big. In America, everything grow big, everything is big. So people that keep arguing about it, this is all bitter leaf. This is all bitter leaf. We use it to cook dole, we use it to cook a lot. So this is bitter leaf, guys. Don't be surprised that it's big like this. It's America where you treat things where they grow big. So look at my bitter leaf, guys. When I planted this bitter leaf, you guys saw it. It was very tiny. Look at this. Look at that. Look at a leaf of bitter leaf. Nobody can believe it's bitter leaf. Look at that. They argue about it. It's so funny. Look how big it is. In Africa, the biggest leaf will look like this. That's how it looks, but this is America. Look at that. So nobody can believe that this is America. Things grow bigger. Yes. Guys, this bed, remember I was planting this bitter leaf. The next thing was my pepper. Yeah, this is my bed of bell pepper. Look at that. This is red bell pepper, and I also have different, I planted different type of pepper. This is a yellow one, this is a smaller one. Guys, everything this year is crazy. Look at peppers, guys. I'm not joking. Look at that. Look how much pepper I have on all these trees. This species right here is a smaller one. It grows like this, smaller ones. Then if you come up here, up this way, you have I still have my bigger peppers. Guys, look at that. Look at peppers everywhere, guys. I'm not joking. Everywhere is pepper. Look at that. You come here, all is pepper, all that. But guys, this year is a blessing. The other thing this year is that rain fell a lot this year. Last year we have drought, so everything struggled, but this year a lot of rain, and the chicken manure I put on it is doing well. I'm so grateful, guys, so grateful this year. Look at my pepper. You won't believe it. You won't believe bell pepper is full. Everything is packed in here. Some of them are even yellow. Let me try to harvest them before they get bad in here. Let me see. There's so much pepper, so much. All these are peppers. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look. Oh, guys, if you have a land, especially things like pepper, they easily grow in containers. Pepper, you can grow pepper very easily in containers. So things like peppers, guys, you can grow in containers, especially the hot pepper. If you have a little balcony in your house, because apartments, especially in America, they might refuse you to plant stuff, but if you plant like pepper, tomato, flowers, they will accept it. So when I used to live in an apartment, I used to plant peppers in my balcony in containers, guys. Just if you can have just 3 peppers or 4 container pepper in your balcony, guys, they will produce pepper that you eat the whole year. Hot pepper, I'm telling you guys, hot pepper. They'll produce so much that you eat the whole year. You put in your freezer and eat the whole year. Guys, grow something. We have to grow something because life is getting harder. It's getting harder because a lot of us think that somebody have to grow food for us. The world population now is like 20% is growing food, then 80% is not growing food. It can never be balanced. We need at least 40% of the world to grow food. If just 20 is growing food, we are wasting our time. Hunger will strike. We have to do something. Yes. So I have my pepper right here. Guys, here I have my thyme. These are my thyme. I'm going to harvest it to preserve it. Yes, I'll just harvest and dry it up, because very soon the fall will come and all this stuff will die up. So let me just harvest this time. It will grow back. Look at that. Every year I harvest my thyme, dry them up. Yeah, it's very it's very easy to preserve thyme. Just tie it up and hang it somewhere dry. It will dry up and you just keep it. Look at that. Bunch of thymes. Yeah. Guys, yeah, I have my carrots here. They are getting too big, guys. Too big. Look at that. I think I need to harvest them and preserve them before they start to grow like, oh, you see, like that. Start to crack and grow roots. You see, some of them are getting too big, guys. We need to look at that. This is beautiful. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. They will destroy in here. Oh my goodness, look at that carrot. Oh, this one too have destroyed. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's 3 already down like that. Oh, this one too. Oh no, this carrot, I've let them be on the ground for a very long time. Oh, I try to look at, I need to harvest them all because I'm gonna lose everything if I don't harvest them. It's cracking up. Look how beautiful it is. Yeah, the carrot this year is so beautiful and long and straight. Look at that. Yes, I planted. A lot of people ask me if you plant carrot with the onions. Yes, guys, they are very good friends. The reason why, carrot grows downward. Carrot grows downward. Onions grow upward. So the onion does not disturb the carrot because the carrot goes straight in the ground. And the onions, when it starts to form its bulb, it grows up out of the ground. So 2 of them are very good friends. You guys can plant them together. Yes, you can plant carrot and onions together. Guys, after this bed of carrot, I planted sweet potatoes in this bed. We're gonna harvest these sweet potatoes in October. Yes, this sweet potato will be ready in October. Then here I planted cantaloupe here. I tried to grow watermelon this year. It was giving me hard time. It wasn't doing well, so I just planted cantaloupe. So you guys can see, you will see cantaloupe everywhere right here. This one I think is destroying. I don't think it's good. Let's harvest. I don't think it's ready, but all this is cantaloupe. If you guys can go back, there is cantaloupe. See that? Oh, it's cantaloupe. Instead of destroying it, I don't think this one is good, but I've harvested this one. Animal have put a hole on it, guys. So I just want to cut and see what is in there. If it's not good, my chicken will enjoy. Okay, if I don't check it. Oh, it's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. Let me see if it will be sweet. If it's not sweet, chickens, when you have chicken, you don't bother if something is good or not because the chicken are gonna eat it. They're gonna help you to eat everything. So let me eat and taste it. It's not that sweet. It's lightly sweet. The other thing why it's like this too is because it has really rained. When it comes to anything melon, watermelon, anything family of melon, if it's raining a lot, they get big and then they don't get too sweet. That's what have happened. Yes, it's already ripe. My chickens are going to enjoy it. For me, the sweet is okay because I don't like too much sweet things. But for people that like sweet things, will not eat it, will say, oh, that's the benefit of having a garden, guys. You can just come here, harvest something and eat. You don't need to buy them in the store. Yes, you don't need to buy them, guys. Here I have my raspberry. I don't know how to take care of raspberry. I planted this raspberry last year and I think I needed to put like something like a like poles, like T-posts around and tie them. But because I do not do that, guys, they are everywhere. You guys see? They are everywhere. They just fell off the ground. They just everywhere. See? I'm not doing a good job harvesting them. See, they are getting bad. This is the second production. The first production was in June. It produced, I ate all those ones. This is the second time it's producing this year. So yeah, I have raspberry non-stop, guys. Non-stop production of raspberry. It's everywhere on the ground. Because I did not tie them, it's easy for insects to access it and destroy, eat them. Yeah. Sometimes I just come here, harvest them, feed my chicken with it. Because I have so much of it. And it's something that you cannot keep for long. Let me see. See, they're on the floor. They're just on the ground like this. See? I'm destroying this one. I don't know. I have to tie them to make them. They're everywhere. So this is the second production. So they are just started to get ripe right now. Yeah, started to get ripe. Oh my goodness, I've dropped all those ones. Yes. I think next year I'm going to do better. Next year I'm going to put a T-post around it or cattle penna around it so they will stay up. They will grow like upward, not downward. Yeah, I have this my apple. I planted this apple this year, guys. I planted this apple this year. This is Granny Smith apple. And I think it's ripe. You see it's turning yellow right here. I think it's ripe. Let me eat it and see how it tastes. It was only 2 on that tree. I planted this tree this year and it gave me 2 apples, so I'm very happy. So let's eat it and see. Granny Smith apple is normally sour, and because the one in the store, they don't let it mature well. This one have matured well, have a little bit of sweetness in it. It's very delicious. Guys, here I have my apples. These are my apples. I planted this one 2022. This one produced, for some reason, one day I came, all of it have failed. I don't know what happened. But this one have a lot of apples. I showed you guys before. Back here, you won't take note of the apple. But there's a lot of apples in here. Let's see, I harvest this one. This year I did not take care of my apple like last year, so you have like these bugs that go into apple. I did not. Last year I did like the homemade how do they call it? Something to spray on it. I can't remember the name. And it did well. They have no bugs in it. This year I do not do it and they have problem. Let me taste this one. This is Fuji's apple. This is Fuji apple. It's a very sweet apple. This year it have a lot of apple on it, a lot, but they have this problem because I didn't take care of it. But what I do, I just harvest them. I eat the part that is good, and the part that is not good, I trash them. That's the most important thing. Growing your own food, you do whatever you want, you don't spend money. The very delicious, fresh, crunchy, sweet. I'm living the best life. You know, for me, I'm living the best life, growing my own food, eating stuff from the garden. For me, is the best life. I'm so happy, you won't believe it. Look how that apple looks beautiful. Guys, after these apples here, then I have I planted this blackberry too last year. I planted them last year, but when they produced last year, they produced late. But this year they are doing well. You guys can see. You see, these are raspberry on them. I have raspberry on them. Oh, what am I saying, guys? Blackberry, not raspberry. Oh my goodness. Blackberry. A lot of them are still growing. Yeah, I have some that way. You can see them. They just grow at the tips of the branches everywhere. So I have a lot of fruit doing well in my garden this year. Yeah, my own raspberry are doing well. One thing about raspberry, they are sometimes sour, very sour. Yeah. Oh, I keep calling it raspberry, blackberry. What's wrong with me? Oh. Guys, here we have all this place. All like this is my grapes. I told you guys the beginning of the season that there's a lot of grapes on the tree. Let me show you guys down here. Then you have to bend. It's a lot to see the grapes. You need to bend. So these are all grapes. A lot of them went bad. A lot of the grapes went bad. You see, all this is grapes. Let me harvest this bunch. It's not that ready yet, but some of it is getting ready. A lot of them went bad. I don't know what happened. They just keep cracking. I don't know the kind of disease that is, like this. Yeah, look at that. They're not completely ripe. When it's gonna be completely ripe, it's gonna be dark, like dark, looking like black. But I'm happy that this year I can eat my own grapes. This is their first production, big production. Maybe next year they'll do more better. There's a lot of it in here. I've been eating them so much, guys. In the morning or afternoon, I just come here, harvest fruit and just keep eating. I told you guys the fruit in the store, I'm allergic to it. If I eat apple in the store, I have allergy reaction. I told you guys before, the reason I started growing my own food is because I suffer from food allergies. A lot of food in the store, I'm allergic to them. So that's why I decided to start growing my own food and my own fruits, because the worst one is fruits. Fresh fruit, if I buy them from the store and eat, I'll have allergy reaction. I use Epic pen and I don't want to be using those Epic pens, so I try to grow my own fruit so I can eat something. I think what happened is that the spray they use to spray them is what is causing me having allergy reaction. But my own that I grow, when I eat them, I don't have the problem. So this is one of the reasons I started growing my own food, guys, because the food from the store was making me sick. Yes, guys. So all this is grapes. I think we are done with the garden. All this, you see, I plant all my fruit mostly at the bottom bottom side of my garden. So all this is fruit. You have apples, berries, grapes. All down here is fruit. My blackberry, I already ate them all. What am I saying? I keep mixing up blackberry. My blueberry, I ate them because blueberry get ready around June. So I ate all of them. Yes, guys. We are done with this garden down here. We are going to move to the garden up there. So this is how this garden here is looking. There we go, 360. It's looking beautiful, guys. Beautiful. I'm taking you guys to the backyard garden. Guys, I'll show you guys something. Look at this corn, guys. This corn is more than 9 feet. I can't lie to you guys. Look at that. Guys, let me stand on it and you guys see my height. Guys, look at the corn. Look at my height. Look at my height. Look at this corn. But if the corn even produce, there's no way I can harvest them except if I cut the corn down. Look how this corn is tall. This is African corn, guys. African corn. It's just getting taller and taller and taller. It's not producing, but I think it started producing. The flowers started coming up, and I can see some corn that has started popping out of it. So then when the thunderstorm happened here and it breaks a lot of it right here, all this is corn that fell from the thunderstorm. I cut them. A lot of it, a lot of damage, guys. All in here, you will see that all in here damage. All the corn that were in here break off because the corn is too tall too. It's too tall, guys. So these are my African corn. I hope they are going to produce and I eat before we have the first frost, guys. So yeah, I have my corn. I have sweet potatoes in here. These are my sweet potatoes. I planted like, I have 4 containers of sweet potatoes. The rest is 2 beds. I have 2 raised beds here. So I hope I'm going to have something. Last year my sweet potatoes were disaster, guys. This year I hope I'm going to have enough sweet potatoes this year. That's what I'm praying. Yeah, then this is the other garden. We are going to the other garden right here. This is where I harvested my tomato. You guys can see a lot of tomatoes are still getting ripe down there. You can see a lot of it. I need to do some harvest more. Guys, here I have my peanuts. All these are peanuts. These are African peanuts. All this. So I hope I'm going to have peanut. Last year my peanut died. They didn't even grow. But this year they are doing well. So I hope I'm going to have peanut. If the animal will let me have something, because sometimes you plant like that, the animal eats it more than you that planted it. So I have peanut here. Then I also have taro roots. In this other bed is taro roots mixed with potatoes in here. I still have potatoes and taro roots here. So these are all taro roots in this bed. Yeah. In this other bed here, this one are just like volunteered potatoes in this bed. All this, see, grass is growing everywhere. Yeah, in this bed I have tomato here, guys. These tomatoes are volunteered tomatoes that I was pulling from my garden down there. And when I harvest my garlic, I'll put a picture of the garlic. Guys, I promised to make a video of that garlic when I was harvesting it. But that is the video I said my memory card got broken into 2 and everything was lost. So I'll put a picture because I took a thumbnail that day. But I went to edit, everything damaged. But I'll put a thumbnail of the garlic harvest. So when I harvest the garlic, I remove some of the tomato, the volunteer tomato, and I transplant it in this bed of garlic. And they are doing well. They are producing tomatoes already in here. You guys can see some tomatoes in here already. So these are new beds of tomatoes here. Some of them are cherry tomato. You see like this. Some of them are cherry tomatoes. Some of them are big tomatoes. So these are all tomatoes. Then if you come to this next bed right here, I planted some corn here. These are sweet corn. When I saw that corn, the African corn was just growing taller and taller, I decided to plant some sweet corn here. These sweet corn are 60 days. They are just 60 days to maturity. And I planted it like on the 11th of July. And I knew by the first frost, it would be ready for me to harvest. And I think I saw flowers somewhere. This one, yes. Let me show you guys. You see, they're already having their flowers. Sweet corn sometimes don't grow too tall. That's what happened with the one down there. I told you guys that it wouldn't do well, but it did well, and I ate all the corn. So this is just 62 days old to mature. That's how this sweet corn is. So this second bed of garlic have corn right now. Yes. Down there, there's nothing, guys. Oh, go down there, there's nothing. The only bed that have something. All these beds that are empty, guys. This is the 2 bed for onions. I harvested onions. Then this other 2 beds here was potatoes. I harvest potato. Then I have cabbage. Guys, this cabbage here are getting bad because they are ready, but I didn't harvest them. So if you guys look inside, look, point in there, see they are getting bad, all of them, because I'm being lazy to harvest everything. So you see I'm losing my cabbage. A lot of cabbage here are just getting bad. I need to harvest them. Yes, so all this is cabbage. Then up here is my, I already show you guys this. These are my indeterminate tomatoes, all the tomatoes I harvested last time and I showed you guys. Oh my, this is ready to be harvested. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Oh my goodness. Another one here. Ooh. Look how beautiful those tomatoes are, guys. Beautiful. Yeah, so all this is tomatoes. I think I'm going to harvest all these tomatoes and give my neighbors. When you are a gardener, you share. As a gardener, when you harvest stuff end of the season, you share with your neighbors. So I think all these tomatoes, you know, a lot of Americans like sandwich tomatoes. So I'm going to harvest them and share with my neighbor, give my neighbors, guys. So this is the end of the garden, guys. This is all what is growing now here in this garden. Yeah, so this is how this one is looking. This bed that are empty, I'm going to prepare them for my fall planting. I'm going to plant stuff in all these empty beds here. So we're going to plant cabbage, kale, collard green, lettuce, a lot of stuff that do well in fall. I'm going to plant them. So these beds are empty here. By the end of this week, I'm going to prepare them and start planting my fall stuff, sow some seeds. Yeah, so this is how the garden is looking. Guys, we are done with the video today. These are my little harvest here. I have my cabbage. This cabbage is the biggest cabbage. This cabbage is not less than 10 pounds, guys. It's big, really, really big. Look at that. This is the biggest cabbage I've ever grown and I've ever seen, guys. So yes, and these are my tomatoes I just harvest up there. Then we have the cantaloupe. I harvest one more. I'm going to eat some, then feed my chicken some. I have my okra, peppers, carrot, and I have my thyme and my sunflower. I didn't do harvest today. I have a lot to harvest. I didn't do harvest today because I have to go to work. I don't have time processing food right now, so that's why I didn't do harvest. But I'm going to make video. I'm going to harvest some stuff and I'll show you how I preserve a lot of my stuff. So we are done today. Thank you guys for watching. But before I go on, guys, I just want to welcome my new subscribers and also my old subscribers. I just want to appreciate you guys. You guys take me to 2,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful. Oh my God, it's been a long journey. I'm so grateful you guys make me hit 2,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. If you're new here, welcome to Karin's Garden. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for keep watching, for keep coming back. Thank you guys so much. See you next time. Bye bye. Oh my goodness.